Hello! I'm going to be giving you a tour of my little blog here. I hope you enjoy. So, this is just the home page. This is where all of my posts are in reverse chronological order, so from most recent to the oldest. And then up here at the top, there is just a little introduction. It's pinned, so you always have to look at it. I'm sorry. And then up here on this main bar, there is another All About Me tab, so you can look at my introduction again, and then the All About Me presentation, which is in Unit 1. So it's a little bit redundant, but it just summarizes who I am in a couple of posts. After that is my photography page. This was not required, I just did this out of the goodness of my own heart. And I like taking pictures, and I had a bunch of pictures that I didn't know what to do with, so I decided to put them on here. So these are my favorite photos, some of them, that I've ever taken, and they include this beautiful, beautiful page about my day at the conservatory. So I just got to take a bunch of pictures of birds. It was awesome. These are my favorite photos I've ever taken. I stole my brother's nice camera for them. So they're all very nice quality. I suggest you check this one out. It's my favorite. And then back to required things. The first unit that I did was about me, basically. So it includes my type focus results and all about me. My type focus results were just me taking career quizzes, seeing who I should be, apparently a rehabilitation counselor. Really interesting. Had no idea that was a thing. Did a little research. Sounds awesome. And then the second one was an All About Me presentation. So it's just a PowerPoint. You get to listen to some Beatles, look at my face a few times. Pretty fun. And then the second unit that I did was about careers and jobs and things like that. So I did a little bit of research on one of the careers suggested to me by the Type Focus quiz, and that was a diagnostic medical sonographer. So people who do ultrasounds and x-rays in hospitals. I did a little presentation on it, drew this little picture of Bob. I call him Bob. I don't know what his actual name is. And then the other thing I did was I submitted a fake, I didn't really submit a fake one. It was real. I didn't actually submit it either, but I made a resume and a cover letter for a barista opening. Like I said, I didn't submit it, so I don't actually have a job yet, but it's okay. It was a fun experience. I learned how to do it. It was a little bit stressful, but that's fine. And then the next unit, Unit 3, was all about planning. More so planning with money, but still planning. So I did a little bit of research into university programs, and I looked at one at Emily Carr, and it was a bachelor in illustration. Yeah, definitely. That's why it says illustration there. Nice one, Amy. Anyway, so after doing a bunch of research, I found out that was probably not what I want to do. It seems way too focused on one subject for me, and I would be doing the same thing for 4 years. Not really my cup of tea, but that's fine. It taught me a lot. And then the second thing was the spring break trip planning. I was so excited to do this. This is my favorite thing ever. So basically, me and 3 friends, hypothetically, are going to go to Japan in our grade 12 year over spring break. So I got to do a lot of research. I went to a lot of Airbnb websites. It was so fun. I spent literally a week just looking at Airbnbs in Japan. And I made a little budget about how much we need, how much plane tickets cost, how we would need to save, what kind of job we would need to get, and then a bunch of random references that I used. That was one of my favorite units to do. It just made me so excited. And then Unit 4. So this was all about health and mental health. So physical health and mental health. And on the physical health aspect of this, I did the exercise challenge. So for 2 whole weeks, I did a high-intensity workout every day. It was only about 15 or 20 minutes, but it was challenging. I only realized after I did the full 2 weeks of it that I was only supposed to do it once every other day. So that's why I hurt so much. But I don't regret a single thing. It was really fun. And I usually don't do that sort of thing, and it was really interesting to try it. I mean, I skipped a couple of days, but that's fine. You also get to look at a really, really nice picture of me, and you get to hear me suffer in my workout log. It's a lot of complaining. I don't know if you really care. That's also another good picture of me. You can't see the full version. It's just too horrific. Too horrific. It's awful. But I think that little sneak peek of it is enough. And then the second thing in Unit 4 was my teenage advice. This was my... oh my god, it was my peak. This was my entire peak. It's all downhill from here. I spent 7 hours on this. I drew a picture for almost every slide. There were about 80 slides in it, and then I did a little voiceover, and it was just me explaining why we get all stressed out. It was more neurological, because I like neuroscience, so I read a bunch of books on it, did a bunch of research, tried to put it into layman's terms, and then explain it, and then also how we can combat stress, and how much stress is enough stress. But yeah. It was all about stress, keeping yourself mentally healthy. That was really fun. I'm really proud of this one. And then the last unit, which isn't technically done, this is the one that I am still completing, this is just a fake one, is all about me just graduating high school. This is the end for me. And this little tour is the second project in the unit, but this is my secondary school graduation planning, so what kind of courses I need to take to get into specific programs. I decided to do a doctorate program in neuroscience at UBC. I only just then realized that I needed a bachelor's, a master's, and then a doctorate, which I didn't realize at the beginning, and my grandma was like, "You're my last hope to get a PhD in this family," which is a lot of stress, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm lying, it's not. It was so stressful, you have no idea. This just made me regret existing, because I'm so stressed for this. And I'm not even going to university yet. I have 2 more years. So yeah, under this unit there will be 2, I swear. After this is posted, there will be a second one. That's just going to be the video tour. I'm also going to post it to the home page right here, just so everyone can look at it. And yeah, that's my little blog. If you're too lazy to scroll up when you hit the bottom, you can just click on another one of these. My dad suggested that because he was like, I have to scroll too much and I don't like that. So, you're welcome, Dad. And then some of my recent posts, again, if you're too lazy to go back to the home page. Some archives of just like what I posted in what month. And yeah, that's my little blog. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this somehow helps you in any way. I hope this was entertaining. It was for me. I'm gonna miss this. And yes, signing off, it's Amy.